I'm World Heavyweight Kickboxing Champion Derek Panza. Before I step into the ring, I get amped. Maybe my opponent should too.
This is Dave Palumbo with MDTV. We're here for In the Trenches, training back with Desmond Miller. Desmond, back is one of the body parts that I know that you've been working real hard on to bring up since you've won the Nationals in November. Give us a couple of the things that you've been adding to your workouts to facilitate the improvement of your back.
Pretty much I've been doing the same routine. I added like 1 or 2 exercises, which a friend of mine pretty much suggested I should add. Who been helping me from the day one I got my pro card, Victor Martinez. He have one of the best back in the game, so he's been giving me a little pointer here and there, and I've just been combining it with what I know and just been hitting it hard.
What are you guys doing here? It looks like you're looking for a specific handle.
Yeah, I'm looking for the belt with the chain to do some chin-ups to add. What's up? Woo!
Want some?
Yeah, come on. Get left it. Woo!
Let me ask you one more question here. How many sets of these pull-ups do you do, and do you ever integrate or mix in like 400 pounds? You look like nothing. You take the t-shirt off and people like jaws drop to the ground.
Yeah, you really can't tell what's under the t-shirts, I guess. That's what's exciting about it. You really can't tell till I take it off, yeah.
Now, how do you attach these weights? Is it via a belt or is it a chain? I mean, what are you doing?
The belt come with a chain, so I just loop it around, hug the quarter in there, and time to go. Yeah.
And what's the most you've ever done? How much weight have you pulled up before, added to your body weight, of course?
45-pound plate, 45 and a quarter sometimes. Yeah.
Wow. And how much weight will you do with that kind of a workout?
6 to 8 reps. Yeah.
That's impressive. If any of you people who think that that's easy, or it looks easy, give it a shot. It's hard enough to do 1 pull-up, much less 6 or 8 pull-ups with that kind of weight, strapped to your body, especially in a state where you're not eating any carbohydrates.
Definitely, yeah.
I did the quarter. 35. 35%, yeah. I never did the 45. But for some, just be light today. Let me see how it feels here. I got like the first 6 or so. You got it tight? Yeah. I got like the first 6 reps out. And then
All right, so you're pulling up now, and these reps actually look a little better than the ones before. You're even coming a little higher than normal.
Yeah, I think I'm coming a little higher than normal. That's my real first set right now. Yeah.
I see. So on the working set where you're not just warming up, you're gonna give a little more to it. You're gonna try to pull a little higher, and you try to get a few more reps.
Yeah, I always think about it. This is 3 hard sets. That's it, 3 hard sets. So I should try to give it a little more.
When it comes to back training, I know like Evan, for instance, I was talking to him a little while ago. He doesn't use straps at all. Maybe he says if he goes really, really heavy on deadlifts. I personally like straps. I feel, and I know Ronnie Coleman uses straps, and he's probably one of the strongest guys I've ever seen. I personally find
2, sometimes 1.5. Yeah.
All right, but for the average person, you feel that 1 would more than sufficiently get them through their workout.
For the average person, definitely the average body weight. Yeah, 1 will get them through the workout. Yeah.
All right, that's good. All right, so now we're getting ready for set 2 here. Now, what a lot of people do, I see on these is. I see there's a couple mistakes that people make when they do pull-ups. One is that they pull too much from their forearms, and it becomes almost a bicep training type of routine. And these are the guys, you have big arms, they have no back. Try to convey to the listeners and then to the viewers here, what's the importance of maximizing the involvement of the muscle that you're trying to stimulate, and eliminating the involvement of the muscle that you don't want to stimulate?
It goes back to making that mind and muscle connection as you go up and down. You try to focus on the lats. Without that mind and muscle connection, you kind of you see yourself swinging back and forth, and you lose your form. So, especially in the pull-up, you need that mind and muscle connection to squeeze.
Now, I know probably in your day at some point, because we all start in the playground doing pull-ups and stuff like that, and you invariably see, even these military guys, you see them doing the swinging where they're hurling their legs, doing anything in their power to get their body up on the bar. How do you feel about cheating like that?
I don't think it helps at all. It definitely defeat the purpose. If you got to swing to get up there, that's where you get your different. That's where you get injured, and you get different muscle involved that you're not your lats.
Speaking of injuries, now I haven't heard you mention any injuries. I did hear you mention the other day something about a shoulder, but have you had many injuries? And if so, what were they over your career so far?
No, thank God. I've been fortunate, no injuries.
You did in like a real big level show like that?
Yeah, I think it was the first time I competed in a big show. I didn't think there was any place for me because I didn't place. I didn't think I posed.
People don't realize, but even guys like you who've won the Nationals, who are now doing the ready for their first pro show. At some point, you did a show where you didn't do well, you didn't place well. It happened to me. It's happened to you. It's probably happened. The only person it hasn't happened to is Evan, but he waited till he was a monster ready to compete. But when you're first starting out, you're not going to place. You don't know what you're doing. You make mistakes and things go wrong. And it's usually those shows that inspire you and you learn the most from. And like you're saying, you never forgot that show, and it was a show you lost, right?
It was a show I lost, and it's not the only one. I have a couple of them under my belt. Well, a couple of them. That was just one. I saw the post, and I remember the first time I met, I was like, wow, look at Dorian Yanes backstage. He shook my hand. I was like, wow. I was like, met Mr. Olympia. At least I got something out of the show. Yeah.
Well, and you probably got a lot more out of it, because that probably motivated you to get back in the gym and train a lot harder, I assume, right?
Definitely get back and train harder. And that was in '97, and here I am now. Yeah.
That's right. Only 10 years later, and you're vying for your first pro victory here. At the New York Pro Show, and then 2 weeks later you'll be doing the Keystone Classic in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. So I guess let's discuss what's your next exercise you're going on to at this point. I noticed you finished pull-ups.
I'm going over to the lat pull down with the wide bar. Yeah.